Mic check at the safe zone. Wisdom in arcade tones. You spit the truth stone stacked on their backbone. Justice at the forefront, change in the rear view. Podcast vibes, live raw, it's what they pursue. Safe talk, voices spark, lighten up the dark. Break the chains, let the pain be the counterpart. Stories that we mix like a DJ's dish. Hopes on high frex, dreams in every pitch. Resource and a throne, mind sharper than stones. Cut through the noise, these seeds steadily grown. Born in shadows, but we talking for days. Injustice met its end, watch it crumble away. Hearts heavy, but the mic stays steady. Fighting through the static, ain't nobody ready. Safe zone crew, young revolutionaries. Spitting futures vivid, blowing out canaries. Talk, voices spark, lighten up the dark. Break the chains, let the pain be the counterpart. Stories that we mix like a DJ's dish. Hopes on high frex, dreams in every pitch. Echoes in the halls where the truth bounces off. Hard topics low key, but the impact strong. System hiccups can't block the signal clear. Youth claiming airtime, no more hiding fears.
Welcome to Safe Talk, where the conversations lead to real solutions. This is a space where teens and young adults come together to unpack conflict, build understanding, grow stronger through communication. Whether it's beef with a friend, drama online, or tension at home, we're here to explore what it takes to resolve it in a healthy way. Right here in the heart of Safe Zone, your community, your voice, your peace. Let's talk about it now. Today's topic, we're going to be talking about social media and the way it affects young people in their lives. But before we start, I'm going to go around. I'm going to have you guys introduce yourselves, say your name, say where you're from, and then say one thing that you enjoy to do.
My name's 19. I'm from St. Paul, and I enjoy sleep.
My name is Monty. I'm from St. Louis, and I like doing hair.
My name is Justin. I go by Cap. I'm 22, and I'm from St. Paul.
Sean, I'm from Minnesota, and what I like to do is I like to run.
I'm Asher from St. Paul. I like to sleep too.
I'm David. I go by Dede. I like to play spades.
This is Benny, also known as Wrath from Chicago, and I like making music.
Okay, shout out in the house. I wanted to touch on this topic for a while with you guys because I feel like social media impacts your lives like more than you guys might understand. They call this the social media era. So I think it's important that you guys, while we're navigating through social media, we have a better understanding on what you can get from it and some of the things that might be more toxic and more dangerous when you're navigating social media. I'm just going to ask you guys a couple questions about different aspects of social media. Give us the truthful answer, your truthful response, and your feelings about, these topics dealing with social media. Right off top, when I think of social media, I think of how people want to be perceived, your image, your self-perception, the things that you share with social media are usually the things that you want people to notice about you that are good, that are positive, that are uplifting. So your image on social media is always going to be driven by how good you want to look and how well you want to be perceived by your public. With that, I just want to ask, what's one way social media has made you feel worse about how you look and who you are?
I'd say the pictures, and then the likes, and be able to comment on it.
I'm glad that you brought up likes. Because I feel like likes are really important in this day and age when it comes to anything that you're posting.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes it's driven by how many likes you can get. Explain a little bit how that might make you feel worse, though. What's the part about that that makes you feel like, like you're not doing something right?
Just being able to like stuff that I like shows that what I like not everybody else like, and I go buy it.
So it can be quality, image quality, or comments, views, how many views you have, followers.
Now, when you say image quality, do you mean like you see somebody's picture and it looks like it was shot in a studio with like the perfect camera with the perfect lighting, as opposed to you being limited to like your camera phone and your pictures just not turning out the way you want? Is that what you mean by that? Because I think that's important to note too. I feel like every time someone gets that really good picture of themselves, they want it so that they can post it so that people can see that part of them, right?
Almost like 4K resolution to like 360p resolution.
Mm-hmm. How important is that to any of the rest of you guys? Is that really an important thing, like the actual image quality?
I love that. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Like, my iPhone camera is different from the Android camera. So that's the big difference.
Because I've literally seen people be like, "Girl, take this on your phone because you got a better camera on your iPhone than I do," and like that. You literally have your camera in your hand, but you're asking somebody else to take your picture.
I feel like it just be like, it really depends on like you was like from an iPhone or from like an Android or even an iPhone versus a camera. For some people in our day and age, I feel like, it's important because they feel like they use the internet as like a trophy system in there. Mm-hmm. Like, you know how when you used to like get rewarded for like doing chores, you would get allowance or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's damn near like that almost to me in my perspective. And I feel like it kind of messed us up in a way nowadays because it's just like everybody want to be somebody or want to be the person that's winning at the top. Yeah. So I feel like it all depends like what it is, like when the bottle flips was coming out, or for example, just little things like that, So I feel like it's all just feel like whatever is hot at that very moment of time, that's what people are going to flock.
Have you noticed like the trends that happen when you see one person doing one thing, it becomes a trend. Everybody starts doing the same thing, like these little, whatever the trend might be. And it's almost like if you don't do it, you're not keeping up. Yeah. But also, when it comes to bad, there's always just a little bit of good that comes along with it too. I'm also curious to know, have you seen a post or a person online that posts the kind of content that makes you feel inspired or confident in your own skin? And what type of social media sites or apps do you usually see that type of
Instagram
and TikTok too?
TikTok, yeah. Snapchat, yeah. Reddit,
X,
any live thing.
Twitter. For the people who don't know,
Twitter a dangerous app now, man.
It is Tumblr, but like you gotta know what you're looking for. You can't just look for the negative stuff. You gotta look for the positive stuff. What are you into? Like some like sports, music. You go ahead and go follow your favorite artists.
Mm-hmm. What do we know about algorithms in here? What do we know about the algorithm?
It's kind of like the marketing. It's kind of like, I would say, think about crypto. It's like a streamline where it goes up and down, and it can also, it can go in a steady pace, and it refers to your ad revenue, how many people have watched, things like that.
And when I'm speaking of algorithm too, I'm thinking about now when I think of the algorithm of social media, it's basically the AI part of social media that brings content onto your timeline based on the things that you've clicked on, the posts that you've liked, things that you've searched. So have you ever noticed, I feel like everyone has noticed this, you might even just be thinking about really want a piece of pizza. And then like you scroll your social media out of nowhere, you see pizza ads.
It pops up.
Yeah, I think I think the whole your phone reads your mind. I think me and my girl was just talking about this yesterday. Once you think about something, as soon as you scroll down, it pops up. It's like boom.
Especially on Facebook.
But see, here's one thing we might not.
Eyes at the same time.
Here's one thing we might not notice. you might think that you thought that, but you might not have. It might be on your mind because you're seeing it already on your timeline.
Right.
You might have liked the picture, might not even think about it.
Manifesting.
And then that's what got you thinking, like, you know what, I really do want a piece of pizza. Next thing you know, boom, your timeline's full of Pizza Hut and
I keep
Domino's.
seeing the Popeyes ad, bro. I've been
Papa
Popeyes
John's.
3 times.
Yeah.
So I ask about the algorithm to ask you guys this. What does your algorithm look like right now? Is it full of videos of music? Is it full of like dating apps and sites? Is it full of like toxic fight videos? And like, what does your algorithm look like? Because that basically is built based on the things that the social media assumes you're interested in.
Well,
For me, it's concerts and places to travel, and then places to go to. So, traveling, events, and music.
Mm-hmm. And that's like basically built around the personality that you have and the things that you show interest in.
I really don't got one. I just post whatever.
So you feel like your algorithm's kind of open to just like whatever people that you follow are posting.
Yeah.
That's how mine's is. Mine's is just random. It could be like basketball.
Yeah.
It could be cooking. It could be like me looking for cars or like little stuff like that. Job.
Or even
You know,
little
just-
trolls, like
Yeah,
posting
just
up
like-
trolling another person.
Have you ever got caught up in something that is just not your business, but it's just right there on social media? It's right on your timeline. You're like, ooh,
Yeah.
who's this person? And why don't they like this person? Let me go investigate. Let me see the comments.
Nosy as hell.
Like, yeah.
I mean,
Just by being in the
like-
comments, that has got me caught up. Just for the simple fact is because like, say you can know both of the people too. That's the crazy. Like, let's say that for example, you know both the people, and you just happen to see that they're feuding about what's the word? A debate.
Mhm.
Like
a debate.
Yeah.
Debate about some little.
Like a feud,
Irrelevant.
Mhm.
like, you know what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
So, and you just happen to see, you go look through the comments and see, they were, oh, you were in a comment, you was in the, see, like, I tell people.
Now you got dragged into it.
Yeah, you got
because
dragged
you were just
into it
part-
because you were just happy to,
Comment on both
like,
sides.
just, comment on both sides or just happen to see that will get you into some mess. So, me personally, I tell any of the people that I know, like, if you have beef with another person that I know, don't put me in there
Mhm.
because I like you both.
I'm not picking sides.
Yeah, that's
But
what
as
I'm
soon as
saying.
you
Like, I'm not
involve
picking
yourself,
sides.
as soon as you involve yourself in that, you become a part of that. And it's like,
That too.
I feel like social
just
media
gonna
already
use that.
like comment on both pages and stuff like that. That kind of already stereo sides.
have y'all noticed? Have you ever seen a feud or something on social media with like somebody may have got caught cheating,
Yeah,
and now all of a sudden you know every detail
Every
because maybe one of the partners in that relationship
he got
It's
doodles in
just
his
like-
drawers.
yeah.
No, that's-
just out of being vindictive, just out of being hurt, you want that person to feel a little bit of the hurt that you're feeling. So now you involve strangers into your relationship, and you're showing. You might even screenshot text messages, and now all of this real private information
It's leaked.
is leaked on the internet for just complete strangers to be a part of.
and that's what everybody don't understand. Everybody turn to Facebook or like Instagram or Snapchat just after they go through something. Like, why is you putting
It's
it to the
very
internet
serious and
after
traumatic,
you're-
too.
Why you're going through a
Like,
problem?
why bring it to everywhere instead of trying to deal with
Because
yourself?
nobody's not gonna care.
Nobody's gonna save you.
Not only do they not care, though, it's a very judgmental place. It's like you're
That
giving people the right, because it's no longer private.
Right.
You're giving people the right to judge a situation that has nothing to do with them. And it's kind of like making a mockery of yourself.
it
All that
is.
type of stuff should
And
be private.
I feel like it's just because they feel like it's easier to go to Facebook or go to someone else and talk to someone else rather than your partner.
That
Because
validation you get from people to be like, oh, he ain't in any way, or
just
or,
to
oh, he's
put something in your
anyway.
head, so because it's just like, all right, so you know your girl's cheating on you,
You go to your homies making fun of you. So
right?
You really don't want to talk
And
to
then
them.
put
about it.
something in your head, be like, okay, let me go remove myself. Let me go tell her it's over with. Let me try to break it off just because my homeboy put that bug in your head and said, "Oh, bro, well, she's already cheating on you. Ooh, you might as well just break up with it."
This is perfect to bring me into my next question that I have for you guys because it involves dating. And I feel like the dating aspect of social media is
Definitely changed it.
it's nothing like it was in the past, where a lot of people can honestly say that their partner now, and maybe the last few partners they may have had in relationships, they've met on social media before they had a chance to even see them in person.
And I could add on to that. Most of these people that date on social media don't even know the girl they dating. They just be dating.
So my question is, how has social media messed with dating or made it harder to trust people nowadays?
A lot, because you can't trust dating sites either or dating apps because they be AIs or bots.
Check the reviews.
Not even just, you can't check the reviews. Don't even work.
Like, there's so many apps that I've like looked at, and I look at the star review. It'll give me like 4 out of 5, and I instantly know, okay, let me test this app out. But if I look in a review, sometimes it's like, oh no, this wasn't right.
Can I ask you a
Or they'll
question?
have good ones at the top of the review, but bad ones at the bottom.
Can I ask you a question? So you saying just because what you see of this person, that's the reason I'm not talking to that person instead of getting to know for yourself how this person is?
On the contrary, I'm saying that the app itself can literally have someone from YouTube, a model from YouTube, but then you go on there and you don't find no models on YouTube like that or models on Instagram like that. And then you even look back at the reviews and it's like, well, this app was great and it had some people on here that were real, but then you got to pay for some extra feature in the app, which makes you not even want to get it because you're paying to actually get that.
Yeah.
So, here's the serious question. I'll let you get to what you were going to say. But here's a serious question when it comes to dating, and not even just dating, but getting to know people authentically online. Is it possible to do so? Because here's what dating apps, here's how the little bios read sometimes. I'm good at this. I'm great at that. I enjoy this. I enjoy that. Here's another good thing about me. Here's another good thing about me. Here's the greatest picture I can find in myself.
That part. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
That's your first impression of a person.
See,
What are they leaving out?
Bios don't
They
go.
real.
Watch out for catfish.
The real deal.
They're leaving out things like, I'm suffering from depression. I'm stressed out. I'm coming from a toxic relationship.
so you
I have issues about trust.
I got 5 kids.
I have so
Right? The basic
Bro, like
shit
even with
up,
that, with the bios, like you see
something
somebody that
shit
got kids,
up,
you just like, okay, you got kids.
so you're saying they're
like,
telling a false story.
No, they not
They
telling
just
us the
roll
full
that out.
story. They not giving us the full story.
That's what it is.
the story can be literally
False
ghostwritten. It
story,
can
you
be
know.
typed out. It could be a typo.
Yeah. How can it's just is it really possible to get to know a person in a well-rounded aspect when social media is low key built on the way you want people to perceive you rather than being like, no one wakes up unless they're a comedian and says, God, I'm dealing with terrible diarrhea today.
I think kind of my dad.
Well, I mean, unless you
But
ate a whole lot of
Unless
stuff.
you're that type of
You see
person,
my dad
and
post
you
stuff
know,
like
yeah,
that.
if you know that is about that person, because of course there's people out there on social media that do that type of stuff, but usually it's for a reaction, a laugh, a joke, but they're not seriously saying that because that is something someone can read right away and be like, I'm not about to deal with the person that has terrible diarrhea.
Billie Eilish kind of probably lost followers for saying that her favorite thing to do is actually go to the bathroom and defecate. So I don't know.
What is defecate?
You know, it's fancy for shit.
Yeah. Defecate, going
So,
up, let that waste out.
Outside of the diarrhea part, let's not focus too much on that, but that was an example of a turnoff something that someone could consider a turnoff. That's usually the stuff that we don't see on social media about people. Like people
Bro,
being
like-
actual people, you know?
Females talking about another girl that I don't know at all, and they want me to put my input in it. Like, how am I supposed to? How am I supposed to? You know?
It's a trap.
But
Yeah.
but along with that though, because it has happened and it's happened to me, another question: have you ever made a real connection through social media and turned out to be healthy and supportive?
Yeah.
Because that's also very
Back in
possible.
1985.
There's honestly people that I've met online just through, social media, networking, that have been really supportive of my journey or whatever it is I'm doing. I met them and now we're really, really good friends that are connected in a genuine way. And we met through social media. Do you guys feel like that's possible with you guys? Has that happened to anyone in here?
Yeah, but like all my friends that I met them through school. I mean,
I'm talking strictly through social media.
When I don't talk to them, like my close friends that I grew up with, when I don't talk to them, I always talk to them and they be calling me like, yeah, you're doing good in music. You should keep doing this. You should keep doing that. Like, keep promoting yourself to do better. Like, I get some homies that be doing that too on social media too. Like, my old friends.
I read a question today, and the question would be, what is it difficult to find in a friend? And this can relate to social media by how do you feel about your friends being on social media and then they're doing something, they're out having fun, but then you're in and you don't get to go out and go have fun.
Is there a part of social media that kind of gives you
a FOMO?
And it's okay to feel this way. Genuinely, it's frowned upon to be jealous or envious. But is there an aspect of social media that in a subconscious way makes you sit and be like,
insecure?
I'm wishing that I could do that. Or I'm wishing I was in this place that this person is taking pictures.
Yes.
I wish I had this amount of money or that car. Is that a part that
it does, because I feel like
it opened up my horizon.
That, and it's like a show. It's like a play almost. The play starts, you sit there, you're amazing, wow. Then when the curtain's shut and it's all done, you sit there with like a face, you're wondering, you're almost pondering like what's going on.
Like, was it
I want to be
all
that
acts,
person.
you know what I mean?
Was it really for real, or was it for? I don't know, but I know I want to be that person who was just in front of my face.
Exactly, and we sometimes don't realize it, and even down to that's a nice sweatshirt. Now you're searching social media, you're searching apps trying to find that sweatshirt. You're influenced by what you're seeing on social media. It brings me to a question about like the reputation that people try to uphold on social media. Everybody wants that star next to their name. They want that rep. They want to be. I see a lot of people putting on the front on social media for their reputation. What's the worst thing you've seen happen to someone's reputation online, even if it wasn't true? Have y'all seen somebody go from a hero to a villain on social media?
She didn't really necessarily go from like to a villain. She just fell off. It's like I'm back at the bottom again.
Completely. One thing about social media I've noticed is consistency. If you're trying to build your network and if you're trying to actually be someone on social media that has followers and like a following because of something that you do, like music or fashion, whatever, consistency. If you're not posting in everybody's face all day, every day, there's going to be a point where you become irrelevant to the next person that is consistent.
Like love pump.
And so I guess that is part of reputation. Once you build that, once you get there, you have to maintain that. Or else people are going to question like, dang, what happened to him? He fell off. Did he really fall off or did he step back from social media? Do you think social media can help people redeem themselves or tell their side of the story when something like that happens, like a fall off or something?
Definitely. When people go to court, they sometimes even use what they've said in the music video or the read receipts in a text message just to kind of prove their point. So I definitely could say it's a tool to express yourself in a very logical or in a very inspirational way.
I want to shift gears a little bit though, because we're having a really good conversation, but we're about to wrap things up. And one of the really important aspects of social media, at least in the newest generation of social media, something that I've noticed that's just blowing up out of control is streaming. How many of you guys are familiar with streaming? Twitch. What other
Steam,
Kick, Steam, like all these other platforms outside of just
You can even stream at YouTube.
any place you can stream now is really taking off. Because of how much money are you guys noticing how much money is coming into streaming right now?
Yeah, you can. It depends on how many followers you get. You make a like at least
You make a fan every 1,000 I want to say 5,000 people.
You know, that's
It
only
depends on the
YouTube.
platform.
That's on the YouTube.
No, I'm talking about with Twitch.
Twitch, and you make
Yeah,
more than
You
that.
can make a band if you got
You
more
make
than like
way more than
5,000
that.
Yeah, because
a person, because they gotta chip in like 19
You
cents.
make way more than that. Money.
But what, okay, my
I
question.
know you make more, but I'm talking about like
Not even
regular
on
people.
band, like you make at least 10.
But okay, how do you get to that point?
You gotta keep promoting yourself on that platform.
it takes years.
It does. It can take years. It can take months.
I feel like it depends
If
on
you really put your mind to it, you can do that. In like I say, in a whole
if you get lucky.
I say 6 months.
6 months or 12, like in a whole year. Yeah, you can
It always depends on the
Promote yourself.
situation,
That's all you
the
gotta do.
person, the platform, all that. It's all dependent. My question to you guys is, what pressure or risk do you think come along with trying to go viral or stream?
You got to do something stupid.
You're outside.
You can literally risk your entire
Like, you know, boot game, for
household
example,
situation. You could risk like
when the dude would go to like malls and he would go to like a jewelry store.
Who you talking about?
That's content though.
Mm.
I remember that. Yeah.
That's
He's like,
content. That's
he's
not
like,
streaming.
can I see this?
No, that
Can I try this on? Oh, this look, oh, boot game, and he'll run off.
oh boom game.
And that's why he was in jail. And look at him now.
Yeah.
He saved his life. He
I
turned
remember-
to Jesus. Now I'm not gonna lie, that was a little
Edit that out.
way.
But
What's
see,
his
but you
name?
see,
Jonathan?
this is all something that you guys follow through his social media and streaming, right? Like this is, you've noticed him, you've seen him go from viral, from robbing and stealing people, from going viral to changing his life around.
Dog. Remember
Oh,
Pitbull? Who game all I get?
What are some creative and positive ways that you or someone you know can do live content or stream? Like what are the ways, like if you were to go into streaming right now, what would you do?
I would do gaming.
Gaming?
Music studio.
Both of them is actually nice.
Yep.
Both of them is real smart too.
Nature walk.
That too. No, actually, if you do go outside and start doing outside streams and stuff, like,
Right. So laugh again.
like show everybody what you're doing on your platform. Like this the nightlife. This is what happens at night.
It
This is
might
what
sound
happens in the day.
stupid. Like a streamer that he shows off his powers. Like he got actual powers. Like he can move. Like with his hand, he'll move this piece of paper. Like I'm
Like
so
Dude
serious.
Perfect.
I'm not
What about
lying.
like Dude
He's
Perfect
black.
or like
He's black.
Chris
He-
Angel too?
I'm telling you, he got power.
Yeah, that's what you lost.
What you mean? Chris Angel.
We didn't get our powers yet.
Say those. Say
Bro,
those.
I'm
Say
telling
those.
you, bro.
You gotta
he got
believe.
power.
Let's reel it back in. Let's reel it back in.
If you believe in unicorns, it's all good.
It's off electricity and what he said. It's off electricity and high frequency.
Are you talking about this? When you hold on.
It's real. Yeah, like it's like he could bring like bottle. You hold a bottle in your hand. He could bring it to him. Like he could do this and he'll come in his hand.
Like the Force from Star Wars?
Yes.
That ain't
I know it sounds crazy, but it's all facts. Like,
Hey, whenever
This is
you
still rapping
touch,
and watching
what
Disney
is y'all?
Channel.
I'm finna show y'all on my phone, bro. Y'all playing, bro. I'm so serious.
you realize how easy trying to reel it back in, reel it back in, reel it back in.
I could edit something like that. Still rap. And you want to just
Okay, we started overlapping a little bit.
It's like what?
I only have like maybe like one more question I really want to ask you guys. It's still involved in streaming. Like, how can young people balance streaming with privacy, safety, and mental health?
Okay, so I actually want to go in on this one full-fledged. I started on a little app called Anime Amino, and that's where I started posting like my YouTube video editing content. And then it was actually like a mental health thing as well, because there was other people that were known as weirdos that were on the app, and me posting content also helped out with other people being cool in the industry of the media.
Okay, guys, we'll wrap it right there. I appreciate everybody's opinions and everyone that spoke up on how they feel about social media. I want to thank everybody that's listening for tuning in to Safe Talk. Remember, these conflicts don't have to break you, to build you, if you choose to face it with courage and care. Until next time, keep showing up, keep listening, and keep growing. Y'all give yourselves a round of applause.
Y'all stay blessed out there, man. Stay blessed. Stay blessed.
On the next episode of Media Mayhem.
Go outside and watch horses.
Media Mayhem. Bye.
you.